Welcome to Simple Review, the series where I briefly play a game, review it, and keep it simple. In today's review, I'm covering a tactical FPS game called Insurgency Sandstorm. This isn't your typical FPS, as it offers a more realistic, bare-bones, hardcore experience, and what I mean by that is that during gameplay, you will never be informed of kills, and you'll be lacking some normal information that you would be accustomed to on an arcade-style FPS, such as Call of Duty. This game does have crossplay, so you will be fighting against some PC players, and I didn't see an option to turn this off. So now that we are on the same page, let's break down what this game has to offer. Right off the bat, you will have access to all game modes and a large selection of weapons and attachments. There is a progression system that will reward you with credits per level, which can be used to purchase cosmetic items for your character to use. That's the only form of progression that this game has to offer. It's all about fun, raw gunplay, and earning cosmetics. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, as long as the gunplay is fun. It's basically allowing all players to fairly compete against each other, since they'll all have access to the same weapons and attachments. So you're not going to find some dude that's max level and has all the best guns and attachments in the game. It's designed to not be like that. Currently, there are 14 total maps in game, which are all distinctly different. Game mode wise, you have co-op mode, which has 8 players play against AI, and you have versus mode, which has 10 players compete against 10 other players. Co-op mode will offer 4 game types, and going over these quickly, we have checkpoint, where you capture and destroy objectives as you move through an area, hardcore checkpoint, where it's the same thing but with elite enemies and limited HUD and equipment, survival, where you try to survive until extraction, and outpost, where you hold your ground against waves of enemies. Playing in any of these game types will have you choose a certain role to play as, such as a marksman or demolitionist. Moving on to versus mode, you will also have 4 game types. Going over these quickly, we have push, where you fight for one objective at a time with attackers and defenders. Firefight, where you have 1 life to capture and defend objectives. Completing an objective will revive all down players. Frontline, a game type where both teams have a weapon cache. The first team to lose this cache loses. And domination, where you fight to capture and hold objectives. And that's pretty much all that this game has to offer. Now for my experience, I'd have to say that I really enjoyed this game. I'm familiar with the PC version of this game, and they did a great job porting this over. They have a generous amount of customization, so you can really get this game playing how you would like. The gunplay felt great, and I never experienced any serious bugs or anything like that. The level of gun customization was great, and I felt like I could really configure my loadout to my type of playstyle. With this being a tactical game, it definitely shines if you play it that way. I don't think you would enjoy this game if you expect to be able to run around like it's Call of Duty and shred some dudes down. You have to be a little tactical or you will die real fast. The only issues that I really have with this game is that when spectating players, it was stuttering, and I felt that the progression system was a little underwhelming. So with all that being said, I'd have to give this game 9 pepperonis out of 10. Insurgency Sandstorm is an amazing PC port that proves to be a great tactical shooter that offers an alternative experience to the big AAA FPS games we all know. And that'll do it for this review. If you found this review to be helpful, or you would like to see more reviews, please leave a like, subscribe, and check out my channel where I post game reviews and game guides.